Annyeong! Everybody! Back at the Jieun route here, we had two pretty cool cutscenes last episode. One funny and one... Jieun decided to go study art, and her mother broke with her, and it wasn't as horrible as she had... she thought she was prepared for, whatever, yeah. So what do we do now? Art skill, maybe. Oh yeah, I opened up my sketchbook, here it goes. I drew a petal. Heart gauge increase, art skill increase, stress decrease. The day's over, I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today is March 29th. Jieun went to cram school. Stress increase. Ooh. Okay, we have two things left, and then it's the effects again. Study art, I guess? Cool. Bath. Should I take a bath to rest up? I went to the bathroom. Did I eat too much lately? I think I gained some weight. Heart gauge increase, femininity increase, beauty increase, stress and pressure decrease. The day's over, I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today is March 30th. We'll go to work. Jieun worked at the gallery. Stress increase, receive $40, becoming an artist acquired. The day's over, I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today is March 31st. Go to work. Jieun worked at the gallery. Whoops. Stress increase, receive $40, 110 works of art acquired. The day's over, I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today's April 1st. Jieun went to school. Stress increase. What do? We take a bath. Boom. It's cold! How come only the cold water's coming out? Ugh, it's so cold. Heart gauge increase, femininity increase, beauty increase, stress and pressure decrease. The day's over, I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today's April 2nd. Jieun spent the day drawing at the art club room. Art skill increase, pressure increase. Sure, let's cook something else for a change. Should I cook something? I made potato salad. Yum, it will be good to make sandwiches out of it too. Heart gauge increase, femininity increase, beauty increase, art skill increase, stress decrease. The day's over, I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today's April 3rd. Jieun went to cram school. Stress increase. I don't know. More cooking. Should I cook something? All done! I feel proud whenever I see the finished result. But we have no idea what she made. She could have peeled an apple for all we know. Or made a souffle. Nobody knows. Heart gauge increase, femininity increase, beauty increase, art skill increase, stress decrease. Though honestly, peeling an apple like really well gives a sense of satisfaction. I'm not gonna say that's any less worth. The day's over, I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today's April 4th. Jieun spent the day drawing at home. Pressure increase. I don't know. Kitchen. Should I cook something? I decided to make some soup. What kind of soup should I make? Corn soup? Broccoli? Potato? Broccoli and potato. Soup. Heart gauge increase, femininity increase, beauty increase, art skill increase, stress decrease. The day's over, I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today's April 5th. Jieun went to cram school. Stress increase. Sure. Let's do some sketching. I open up my sketchbook. Here it goes. I drew the shoes that I want to buy. Heart gauge increase, art skill increase, stress decrease. The day's over. I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today is April 6th. I'll go to work. Jieun worked at the gallery. Stress increase, receive $40. Art for beginners acquired. The day's over. I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today's April 7th. Ooh, cutscene. Spring has come already. Come to think of it, this winter wasn't all that cold. Global warming. Maybe it's because of global warming. Yep.
역시 온실가스를 줄여야 해.
Greenhouse gas really should be reduced. Staring up at the blue sky, I let out a random statement. Jieun, who was sitting next to me, blinked his eyes. To my surprise, I was doing fine. Mom told me never to call her again. But for some reason, I felt oddly calm.
힘이 없어 보여.
You looked down. Jieun murmured.
그래?
Do I?
걱정이 되는 걸지도 몰라. 나 이제야 어른이 된 느낌이 들거든.
I guess I'm a little worried. But I feel that I've become a true independent adult now. Jieun quietly listened.
어른이 되는 걸 선택하는 건 좀 쓸쓸한 것 같아.
Choosing to become an adult is a lonely process, I think.
후회해?
Do you regret it?
아니, 난 너무 오랫동안 선택을 미뤄왔어.
No. I put off making my own decisions for too long. It took me 4 years after high school graduation. It took me a long time to tell Mom what I really want.
나이가 들면 어른이 되는 줄 알았는데 그게 아니더라고.
I thought that I would automatically become an adult once I hit a certain age, but now I know that isn't the case. Very true. I thought that I would become an adult as soon as I graduate from high school. Seems very early to be an adult, but sure. I thought that living alone meant that I was an adult. But I was actually a child playing an adult. To become an adult, to become completely independent from your parents, to decide my own future. They all come with a great responsibility.
당신이 부러워.
I'm envious of you. Jieun is looking at my eyes.
나도 선택을 미뤄왔어.
I've been putting off making a decision, too.
너도?
You too? Jieun closed his eyes. Yes. Now that I think about it, Jieun said something about that before.
에디도 답은 이미 알고 있어. 다만 인정하는데 시간이 걸리는 거.
Eddie too knows the answer already. It just takes time for him to admit it.
나도.
Me as well. By decision, does he mean letting Jihye go? Jihye had left for good. Is Jieun really alright? He looks fine on the outside. But
나 궁금한 게 있어.
I have a question. What really happened between Jieun and Jihye? Why did Jieun say that he can never be forgiven by Jihye? Did Jieun really ruin Jihye's happiness? Jihye said no, but...
지혜가 떠나갈 때 했던 얘기 말야.
You know, what you said when Jihye had left. Jieun was crying at the time.
과거에 무슨 일이 있었는지 나한테 말해줄 수 있어?
Can you tell me what happened in the past between you two? Jieun opened his eyes slowly. Yes. He spoke without hesitation.
내가 태어났을 때부터 내 주위에는 항상 야망이 가득 찬 사람들밖에 없었어.
Since I was born, I only had ambitious people around me.
다들 내가 차기 왕이 될 거라고 믿었으니까.
Because everyone believed that I would be the next king. They believed that he would be the king since he was born?
왜?
Why?
내가 살던 세계에서는 백색 털과 깨끗한 붉은 눈동자를 가진 자가 예지 능력을 갖는다는 전설이 있었어.
In my world, there's a legend that a rabbit with pure white hair and ruby red eyes will be born with the gift of precognition.
그럼 사람들은 네 외모 때문에 그런 생각을 한 거니?
So, people thought that because of how you look?
응. 주위에서는 내가 국왕이 될 거라고 했어. 많은 귀족들이 내 편이 되어주겠다고 싸웠어.
Yes. Everyone always talked about how I'll become a great king. Many aristocrats fought to be my close aides.
다들 나에게 다정했어. 하지만 그건 모두 가식이라는 걸 처음부터 알고 있었어.
Everyone was nice to me, but I knew from the beginning that they're all hypocrites. So people around Jieun were nice to him only because they expected that he'll one day become a king. Although everyone had acted friendly, Jieun knew from the beginning that it was all a lie. He must have been terribly lonely.
그래서 난 항상 어머니가 보고 싶었어.
So I always missed my mother. Right, he said his mother is of a different class.
다들 나한테 진심으로 대해주지 않았으니까. 적어도 어머니는 아무 거짓 없이 날 진심으로 대해줬어.
No one saw me for who I was, but my mother did.
나는 그게 너무 고마웠어.
And I greatly appreciated her doing so. I can't imagine how it would feel to be separated from your mother from birth. Jieun's past must be lonelier than I thought.
그리고 어머니는 내가 처한 상황을 알고 있었는지 계속 애들을 보내서 날 지켜봐 주었어.
And as if she knew what I truly needed, she sent Eddie to look after me. Okay, trying to remember Jihae's story. But does this mean that they have the same mom? That's what I'm wondering. Does this mean that they actually have the same mother? Because didn't Jihae's mother send him somewhere? Like send him here? But I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
에디는 진심으로 날 지켜주고 싶어 했어.
Eddie really wanted to protect me.
신분 차이 때문에 내게 다가오지 못하는 어머니의 마음을 에딘 누구보다 잘 알고 있었으니까.
He knew more than anyone else how my mother felt, not being able to be close to someone because you are of a different social class.
하지만 사람들은 에디를 미워했어.
But people hated Eddie.
머리카락색 때문에?
Because of his hair color?
그래서 난 10살이 되는 해에 에디를 기사로 임명했어.
Yes. So I made Eddie into a knight when I was 10.
왕족들이 심하게 반대했지만 결국 에디는 내 기사가 됐지.
Everyone was against it, but ultimately Eddie became my knight.
그리고 난 에디를 이용하기 시작했어.
And I began to use Eddie.
이용했다고?
Use him?
시끄러운 귀족들하고 엮이고 싶지 않았으니까 난 에디를 방패로 내세운 거야.
Yes. I didn't want to be involved with the noisy aristocrats, so I used Eddie as my shield. Oh. Now I understand what Jieun had said before. That he used Jihae because of his selfishness.
에디는 내 명령을 한 번도 거역하지 않았어.
Eddie never disobeyed my command.
초대장은 답장하지 않으실 건가요?
Prince, aren't you going to respond to the invitation?
전부 다 날 왕위 투쟁에 끌어들이려는 계략이야. 난 이제 겨우 11살이란 말이야.
It's part of a plot to get me into the power struggle. I'm only 11.
에디, 왜 다들 내 머리카락이랑 눈 색깔을 보고 내가 왕이 될 거라고 생각하는 거야?
Eddie, why does everyone think that I'm going to become the king only by the color of my hair and eyes?
이제까지 예지 능력에 눈을 떴던 선왕들께서 모두 왕자님과 같은 외견을 가지셨으니까요.
Because all other kings who had the power of precognition had the same appearance as you, my prince.
그렇다고 내가 국왕이 된다는 보장은 없잖아.
But that doesn't mean that I will have the power.
다른 왕자가 그 능력에 눈을 뜨면 다들 날 버릴 거야.
If another prince realizes the power, everyone will abandon me.
난 왕위에 관심 없어. 에디, 넌 알고 있잖아.
I'm not interested in being a king, Eddie. You know that.
알고 있습니다. 저는 왕자님께서 어떤 결정을 내리시든 따르겠습니다.
I do, my prince. I will follow any decision of yours.
그럼 무도회는 에디, 네가 대신 나가줘. 그리고 공작들이 여는 파티에도.
Then go to the ball instead of me, and the other party hosted by the Duke.
알겠습니다.
As you wish.
넌 내가 왕이 되지 않아도 내 옆에 있어줄 거지?
You're going to be with me even if I'm not a king, right?
언제까지나 쭉 함께 있어줄 거지?
You'll be with me forever, right?
예, 왕자님께서 저를 버리시지 않는 이상 저는 왕자님의 기사입니다.
Yes. As long as you do not abandon me, I will forever be your knight.
에딘 끝까지 내 옆에 있어줬어.
Eddie really stayed by my side until the end.
내가 에디를 놓아줄 때까지.
Until I let him go. Jieun's voice sounded lonely.
어느 정도 나이를 먹고 난 예지 능력에 눈을 떴어.
Then one day, I realized my power.
그러면 그때부터 네가 국왕이 될 거라는 건 정해졌던 거야?
Then, you were officially chosen as the next king?
아니, 난 능력을 가졌다는 사실을 숨겼어. 국왕이 되기 싫었으니까.
No. I hid the fact that I had the power, because I didn't want to become the king. Hide? Then people in Jieun's world still don't know that Jieun has the power?
나는 도망쳤던 거야.
I ran away.
그리고 에디한테 더 기대기 시작했어.
And I began to depend more on Eddie.
집착하기 시작했어.
I became obsessed with him.
에디! 에디!
부르셨나요, 왕자님?
Yes, my prince.
에디! 에디!
왕자님,
Prince?
방금 보였어.
I just saw.
보였어.
I just
방금.
saw.
설마 예지 능력에?
Prince, the power?
무서워. 무서워. 무서워.
I'm scared. Scared.
내가 왕이 돼야 한다고 다들 싸울 거야.
Everyone will now fight over putting me on the throne.
에디, 내가 어떻게 왕이 될 수 있어? 이건 아니야. 뭔가 잘못됐어.
Eddie, how can I become a king? This isn't right. Something must be wrong.
에디, 부탁이야. 아무에게도 말하지 마. 이건 에디랑 나만의 비밀이야.
Eddie, please, don't tell anyone. This is a secret between the two of us.
왕자님,
Prince,
에디, 여기에 있어줘.
Eddie, please stay with me.
날 떠나지 마.
Don't leave me.
넌 내 옆에 있어줄 거지?
You'll always be by my side, right?
나한테 무슨 일이 있어도 옆에 있어줄 거지?
No matter what happens, you won't leave me, right?
날 지켜줄 거지?
You'll protect me, right?
난 마음의 문을 닫고 도망쳤어.
I ran away from everything,
그리고 에디한테 매달렸어.
and I depended on Eddie for everything.
유일하게 내 비밀을 알고 있고 날 이해해주는 존재였으니까.
He was the only one who knew my secret, the only one who understood me. Jieun smiled sadly.
에디가 옆에 없으면 불안해서 견딜 수가 없었어.
I was always so anxious if Eddie wasn't with me.
내가 성장하면 할수록 왕족이란 귀족들은 나한테 큰 관심을 보였어.
As I became older, other members of the royal family and the aristocrats began to have more interest in me.
다들 내가 언제쯤 능력에 눈을 뜰지 학수고대하면서 사교 모임 초대장을 하루에 수십 통씩이나 보내왔어.
Everyone waited for the moment for me to realize the power, and I received dozens of invitations to social parties every day.
난 아무데도 가고 싶지 않았어. 다들 가식적인 얼굴로 거짓말을 하고 있었으니까 무서웠어.
I didn't want to go anywhere. I was scared because everyone was superficial.
그래서 사교 모임엔 늘 나 대신 에디를 보낸 거야.
So I always sent Eddie to all the places that I had been invited.
난 에디가 무슨 심정으로 나 대신 다른 여자랑 춤을 췄는지 전혀 신경 쓰지 않았어.
I didn't bother to know how Eddie must have felt, dancing with other women instead of me.
나는 나밖에 모르는 이기적인 애였으니까.
I was selfish.
그때 난 정말 바보 같았어. 에디의 외모를 보고 해코지를 하는 사람도 있었는데 에디는 날 위해 꾹 참아왔어.
I was foolish. There were people who didn't welcome Eddie because of his looks. But Eddie never once complained.
에딘, 날 지키기 위해서라면 뭐든지 다 했어.
Eddie did anything to protect me. I don't know exactly how much Jihye had sacrificed for Jieun, but I could tell that Jieun was ridden with guilt.
그리고 에디한테
And Eddie,
태어나서 처음으로 사랑하는 여자가 생겼어.
for the first time, he fell in love with a woman.
지혜한테?
Jihye? In love? I can't imagine. Jihye didn't seem like a person who'd fall in love. Jieun nodded.
그 여자는 에디의 외모를 전혀 신경 쓰지 않았어. 에디를 진심으로 사랑해준 사람이야.
The woman didn't care about Eddie's looks at all. She truly loved him.
에딘 그 여자를 정말 좋아했어.
And Eddie loved her.
처음으로 자신을 있는 그대로 봐준 여자니까. 그 여자한테 자연스럽게 끌렸던 것 같다.
She's the first person to see him for who he truly is. So I think it was natural for him to be attracted to her.
착한 여자였어. 이기적인 나에 비하면 정말로.
She was kind. More kind than my selfish self.
그런데 난 불안해졌어.
But I became anxious
에디를 빼앗긴 것 같은 기분이 들어서.
because I felt that Eddie was not mine. I understood why Jieun had felt that way. If the only person who knows my secret, the only person who protects me, has found another special someone besides me, I would be nervous too.
그랬구나.
I see.
결국엔 나 때문에 그녀를 만난 거잖아. 네가 행복해질 수 있었는데 난
You met her because of me. You were supposed to be happy. And I... So he meant the woman when he said her.
나는 내 능력을 써서 그 여자의 미래를 봤어.
I used my power to see the woman's future.
미래를?
Her future?
비겁한 방법이었어. 근데 난 에디가 날 버리고 그 여자랑 행복해지는 건 아닐까. 그게 너무 불안하고 궁금해서.
I knew it was wrong. I was just so anxious that Eddie will abandon me to be with a woman. So,
지은아.
he was just that nervous.
그런데 내가 본 그 여자의 미래는 전혀 예상치 못한 거였어.
But her future was entirely unexpected. Jieun closed his eyes. Unexpected? What did he see?
에디가 처음으로 사랑하게 된 여자가
The woman whom Eddie loved for the first time.
에디가 처음으로 사랑하게 된 여자가
I saw her
스스로의 목숨을 끊는 미래를 봐버린 거야.
I saw her taking her life away.
뭐?
What? Take her life away? Why would she do that?
그 여자 집안에서 에디를 인정해주지 않았던 모양이야. 그 사실에 절망한 여자는
The woman's family disapproved Eddie, and because she was driven to despair, she...
세상에.
That's terrible. Hearing the story made my heart break. I had no idea that Jihye had had such a tragic past.
그런 미래를 보고도 난 아무에게도 말하지 않았어.
But even after seeing that, I didn't tell anyone.
아무것도 하지 않았어.
I didn't do anything. Jieun's face was filled with guilt.
내가 미리 말을 해줬더라면 그 여자는 살아있었을지도 모르는데.
If I had told her about it in advance, she may have been alive.
난 내 생각밖에 안 했어. 이 여자가 없어지면 에디는 나만의 것이 되는 거라고. 나를 계속 지켜줄 거라고.
I only thought about myself. That if she disappears, Eddie will be mine and will continue to protect me.
그런 이기적인 생각만 했어.
I was selfish.
그럼 지혜가 사랑했던 여자는
Then the woman that Jihye loved is... Jieun nodded slowly. She's... gone?
그리고
And...
난 처음으로 에디가 무너지는 것을 봤어.
For the first time, I saw Eddie falling apart. Jihye fell apart? Well, he blamed himself, so yeah. After losing his loved one, this is heartbreaking.
에디는 모든 게 자기 탓이라고 했어.
Eddie said everything was his fault.
그리고 이런 말을 했어. 내가 없으면 자신은 더 이상 이 세상에 존재할 이유가 없다고.
And he said without me, there's no reason for him to exist in this world.
자기가 대신 죽었어야 했다고. 자기 탓을 했어.
He said he should have died instead. He blamed himself.
하지만 내가 있는 한 에디는 멋대로 죽을 수 없으니까.
But Eddie can't die at his will as long as I'm alive.
그렇게 에디는 쭉 내 곁에 있어줬어.
So Eddie continued to stay by my side.
이런 이기적인 내 옆에 아무 불평 없이 같이 있어줬어.
He stayed with me without any complaints.
다 나 때문이야. 에디가 불행해진 건 다.
It's all my fault that Eddie is miserable. Jieun stopped talking and hung his head. Jihye was suffering with guilt, but Jieun as well. Jihye is the only person whom Jieun could open up to. And because of his strong attachment to Jihye, he ended up hurting them both. I don't know if attachment and obsession are quite the same thing, but okay. If Jieun had not seen the woman's future, he wouldn't have felt so guilty like this. But because he knew, he had suffered all this time. Jieun acknowledged his obsession with Jihye and let him go. Huge step, very good, very well done. Enormous.
난 네가 행복해지길 바라고 있어.
I want you to be happy.
진심이야, 에디.
I mean it, Eddie. Jieun's words to Jihye, those are from the bottom of Jieun's heart. He truly cares about Jihye. I stretched out my hands towards Jieun, who was trembling. I didn't want to see him being sad anymore.
난
I didn't know anything at all when I first saw him. I just thought that he had no worries since he was always spaced out. But
난 에디를 행복하게 해주고 싶었어.
I wanted to make Eddie happy. I had no idea that he was this pained by guilt.
하지만 난 에디를 행복하게 해줄 수 없다는 걸 깨달았어. 에딘 너무 다정하니까.
But I realized that I can't make him happy because Eddie is too nice.
이기적인 내가 에디를 불행하게 만들어.
My selfishness makes Eddie miserable.
차라리
I wish... My clothes were getting damp with Jieun's tears.
에디가 날 원망했으면 좋겠어.
I wish Eddie would rather just blame me.
이기적이라고 욕이라도 했으면 좋겠어.
I wish he would call me selfish and even curse at me.
바보같이 주는 것밖에 몰라. 왜?
He's so foolish. He only knows how to give to other people. Why? Jieun is falling apart in front of me. Jie is not here anymore. But Jieun grew up to be a wonderful person who's very thoughtful and considerate.
지은아,
이상해. 그런데도 난
But it's strange. Because even so,
이기적이라서 그런지 에디가 너무 그리워.
I'm so selfish. I miss Eddie very much.
에디가 보고 싶어.
I want to see Eddie. Jieun. I thought he was really okay because he pretended as if everything was alright. But I had no idea.
울지 마, 지은아.
Don't cry, Jieun. I had no idea that Jieun was sad. I wish I could comfort Jieun's grief, even just a little bit. I'm not Jihye, but I want to comfort Jieun.
나는 지혜가 아니지만 네 옆에 있어줄게.
I'm not Jihye, but I'll stay by your side. I may never be as special as Jihye was to Jieun, but... Okay. The least I can do is to accept Jieun, even during times when he's vulnerable as he is now. Just as Jihye said, Jieun will be a kind and benevolent king. And someday, he will overcome his feeling of guilt and grow into a man of fine character.
여기 있어줘.
Please stay with me. Though he is crying in my arms now, Jieun is and will continue to grow. The day is over. I should take a rest and a fresh new start tomorrow. Today is April 8th. Jieun went to school. Stress increase. Alright, so now we can build more points with Jieun, and we learned Jieun's full past. A long cutscene, but those are always very interesting when you get the full story of their past. So not much left of the Jieun route. Well, I mean all of April and all of May, but not too much. But that is it for this episode, so thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll see ya.